What is up, guys, and welcome to yet another episode of Quickie Wednesday Live. That's right, we are back doing another one. Here we are for episode 26. Quickie Wednesday Live, we've been doing this for 26 weeks now, going strong. And we're back a little later today than usual, but alas, we are still here. Right off the bat, YouTuber Archive, what's going on, my friend? Thanks for popping in. Right off the bat, I do want to mention that today's show will be a bit of a shorter show today. We're going to be going for about 45 minutes only today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to start any earlier, and I do sort of have a not predicament, but I have a bit of goings on in about 40 to 50 minutes. Let's see, who do we got here? J.E., Unbelievable Montages, Crazy Gaming Dad. What is going on, guys? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in. I got so close to the screen because I'm reading the comments off my phone right now, so I'm not on the page itself. But thanks so much for popping in, guys. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, we are back for another week of fun. Now, like I said, this one is going to be a little shorter than normal, simply because I am starting a little later. But alas, we are here, and there's nothing we fear. So, alright, so now we're back into the chat, and we are all squared away and ready to go. So, today we have two big things to talk about. Daniel N says short but sweet. Absolutely, my friend, absolutely. Today we have two really main things to talk about. I guess the biggest thing to talk about is sort of the rumored news, but a lot of people are saying that it's kind of true. J.E. says Disney 4Ks. Yeah, that's it. That's the main topic. There's been a lot of hullabaloo going on the last few days about if Disney is actually planning on releasing home 4K physical media for their catalog titles. Now, from what I understand, is films like Soul and Black Widow and any future Star Wars movie that comes out, they will be released on 4K Blu-ray. But what their plan is to do is basically stop releasing older films from 20th Century Fox and Disney and all that on 4K Blu-ray. Now, does this, I mean, is it true? I don't know. I don't know if this is true. Now, on the 15th of 2020 this year, so, or the 15th of September, so the 15th of next month, a little over a month away, we have Home Alone and the other one, the Hocus Pocus, coming out on 4K. The Destroyer, what is going on with The Destroyer? Thanks so much for joining the chat. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so on September 15th, which is a little over a month away, we have two films coming out from the Disney property. So we have Home Alone, which is a 20th Century Fox release, which of course Disney does own now. That is coming out on 4K Blu-ray, along with Hocus Pocus, which is a Disney title, and these are, of course, catalog titles that they are releasing in 4K. Now, they did not cancel these releases. They are going forward with these releases. Now, the thing is, if these releases, if they go well, if they go positive, and if a lot of people buys them and they are successful, I think, I mean, why would they not release movies that, you know, could be great on 4K? Now, I hear that James Cameron is not involved in this news. I think that Disney and James Cameron and the Avatar series and everything, they're working very closely together. So I think we can still expect a Avatar 4K Blu-ray sometime in the future, and hell, maybe even a Titanic 4K Blu-ray sometime in the future. I don't think any of the James Cameron films are affected by this. Now, as you see in the thumbnail of this video, I put Captain Jack Sparrow, big, huge. You know, he's kind of the thing that's really noticeable in this thumbnail. So the thing I was most excited about when Disney started re-releasing a lot of their movies on 4K is the possibility of getting Pirates of the Caribbean 1 through 4 on 4K Blu-ray. Now, they already released Dead Man Tell No Tales on 4K. It was really the first Disney live-action title to be released on 4K. Of course, before that, they released Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but that was a Marvel release. Dead Men Tell No Tales was really the first Disney release to come out on 4K Blu-ray. So I actually kind of thought that they might have released the other 4 films with that, but they didn't. So I said, okay, well, maybe they're waiting for the future for some reason. I don't know. So with this news coming out, that Disney is potentially slaughtering 4K physical media, the question is really, what really is affected by this? Now, as I said, the James Cameron films are probably most definitely not affected by this news, but is the Pirates of the Caribbean movies affected by this? Is the National Treasure movies affected by this? I think National Treasure 1 and 2 would look incredible on 4K. There's really good sequences in those movies. Now, hell, even movies like, some other Disney animated classics that they could release on 4K. Movies like Hercules, movies like Sleeping Beauty, movies like even the Hunchback of Notre Dame, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, whatever the case may be. I mean, the envelope and the chances of all this was huge, really. Now, the question is, it's speculation here, because Disney did not come out with a official statement saying, hey, we are not releasing any of our catalog titles, 20th Century Fox, Lucasfilm, Marvel, Disney, whatever the case may be. They didn't come out and straight up say that they're not doing that. So, but why would they really? I mean, I think they would get a lot of hate for that. So I don't think that they would come out and straight and say it. I think they might just stop doing it. And they really want to focus their attention on digital 4K. They want to focus their attention on Disney Plus, and they have a lot of 4K stuff on there, which I can understand why they're doing that. But honestly, you can never duplicate a 4K physical disc, a physical media disc. You can't do it. If you stream something in 4K, it'll look good, but it still is compressed, and it's not as good as it could be. It's not as good nearly as it could be. If you watch uncut gems on 4K on Netflix or whatever, and then you put the Blu-ray in, the Blu-ray is going to look better because it's actually its own disc, and the laser is actually reading the files on the movie. Unbelievable Montage says, I definitely think physical media is going to take a hit, especially during this whole coronavirus thing. More people will opt to streaming for convenience and safety reasons. Yeah, well, look, honestly, it could go both ways, because I know people that made YouTube videos about, the YouTube or the Walmart movie section being completely wiped and sold out when this virus hit. Not everybody just bought the toilet paper. They also bought movies and physical media to buy and take home and watch. So obviously they restocked all that, but there's always going to be people that want to buy a disc. There's never going to be a world where every single person is gone digital. Not anytime soon, anyway, because you're always going to have your collectors, your physical media collectors, myself included. So this leads me to my next question about Disney potentially slaughtering these 4K physical media's releases. What where do we stand with Indiana Jones? Where do we stand with the Indiana Jones series? Now, this currently is the most recent Indiana Jones set that we have, and it is a Blu-ray set of the complete adventures of Indiana Jones. It sounds great and it looks great, but we're due for an upgrade here. We're due for an upgrade here. We, definitely would love to see Indiana Jones on 4K. Now, look, there is rumors that next year Indiana Jones, next year Indiana Jones will be released on 4K. Let's see, Unbelievable Montages. Isn't the rights still with Paramount for the older films? Yeah, I mean, it's Lucasfilm and Paramount. I really don't know, to be completely honest with you. I have no idea. Lucasfilm, I mean, look, at 20th Century Fox still had their logo in the opening of the 4Ks for the Star Wars movies. They didn't take that out. They left it in there. So I would imagine that Paramount still has distribution rights. I don't know. I don't know how that works. That's really, it's tricky and it's complicated, and I don't know. I have no idea. But you did bring up a good point there. Paramount very well could have the distribution rights for Indiana Jones. And if that's the case, then we don't have to worry about that. Because as J.E. says, 4K for Indiana Jones is speculated in early winter 2020. So that's coming up soon. So if that's the case, I think we have something to look forward to. I really do. I didn't think of that. So you brought up a good point there. So maybe Paramount does have the distribution rights, but I don't know. I couldn't answer that question. But I wouldn't be too nervous that that's not coming, because I kind of think it is, and I kind of think it's inevitable. Like Thanos, he is inevitable, and probably so is the release of the 4K Indiana Jones set. Now, I don't know how they're going to release them. I don't know if they're going to release another 4-movie box collection, or they're going to release them all separately. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to soon find out. I would imagine that they would just release them together, because when they released this Blu-ray set, they didn't release them separately on Blu-ray. They just released that collection. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But the main question is these Disney films that are going to take a hit. Like, a lot of people want to see a lot of Disney titles on 4K Blu-ray. And for me, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies is the biggest ones that I want to see. J.E. says, are you going to get the Back to the Future trilogy on 4K when it gets released in October? Absolutely, positively, there's no question about it. I will be getting those 3 movies, the box set, maybe the Steelbook. I don't know if I'm going to get the Steelbook set or the regular set, not sure. But I'm definitely going to get them. Can't wait to see those on 4K. I don't even have the Back to the Future movies on Blu-ray, because I kind of knew that this was coming. And now that it finally is, I'm excited to finally own the movies and watch them. I haven't even watched Back to the Future 2 and 3. I've only seen the first one. So, I'm excited. The way I'm going to get introduced to these movies is through 4K, so I'm excited about that. J.E. says, Great Scott, great character. Really excited about that. Psych GG says, you gotta watch those. Yeah, I do plan on it. And like I said, I'm gonna introduce myself to those movies when I get the 4K set. When I get the 4K Back to the Future set, I'll watch Back to the Future 2 and 3. Maybe I'll do a whole triple feature kind of thing. So that'll be pretty fun. But yeah, look, the biggest thing I wanted to talk about today is the possibility of Disney slaughtering these 4K physical releases. And what does it mean, really? What does it mean that all these reports came out right around the same time, and everybody jumped on this. It's a big piece of information, and it's a really interesting thing that I think is bad news, especially for us collectors. But you know, I don't think this benefits anybody. I don't think it does, because, you know, people are going to get upset if this is the case, and we're not going to get catalog titles. That's really the biggest thing at risk here, is catalog titles not being released on physical 4K Blu-ray. So, you know, it is a luxury, obviously, to get a 4K disc. You know, it's the highest quality you could get for a movie, but I mean, it's a luxury that we're all very used to, and if they kind of took that option away from us, I think it would be a little sad, a little disheartening. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. You guys could, if you're watching this on the repeat or live or you know, anything like that, what are your thoughts? You know, what Disney catalog titles would you like to see on 4K Blu-ray that now potentially isn't going to happen? You know, and when I say catalog titles, I mean older Disney films, 20th Century Fox films, all that sort of stuff. So is there a specific title or titles that you guys were like, oh, I really wanted to see that on 4K, and now it's not going to happen? Hopefully it does, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. J.E. says, I think that Independence Day would look great on 4K. Yeah, I have the standard Blu-ray for that right here, actually. I know they recently released a Blu-ray steelbook of this, but they didn't release a 4K of it. So that is a 20th Century Fox title, a catalog title that I think would look great. Yeah, it's a Fox movie, so this is one that's in jeopardy, that we're not going to get a better quality of this movie. So we will see. We will see. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about is the New Mutants, a movie that was delayed God only knows how many times. It's supposed to come out in 2 weeks. It's supposed to come out the 21st. No, 28th. It's supposed to come out August 28th. So that's the final Friday of August. Now, Tenet is supposed to come out the week after. So if things continue to go in a good direction, I think potentially we could see this movie. I really do. I think it finally could be coming out. And I'm hearing that tickets are going to go on sale next week. So if that's the case, things look really good for the August, for the August 28th release date of the New Mutants. I think September, or why do I keep saying September? I think August 28th looks kind of promising. I think this movie might finally see the light of day. So that's exciting. And then Tenet is supposed to come out the week after, right in the beginning of September. So let's hope that these movies finally kick off some new releases coming back into the theater. J.E. says Grand Budapest Hotel would also look great on 4K. Yeah, it would. That cinematography in that movie is out of this world. Psych GG says my friend got Independence Day in 4K. He actually, for both Independence Days on 4K. Really? Well, let me go to Best Buy, because I don't think it didn't come out on 4K. I don't think. Maybe it did. Maybe I'm crazy. Independence Day 20th Anniversary Blu-ray Steelbook, which was what I was just talking about. Oh, Independence Day 20th Anniversary includes digital copy, 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. So I guess it did come out on 4K. JE says on digital, maybe. Psych GG says I just sent you a picture. No, it's out on 4K. So yeah, JE, if you want Independence Day on 4K, go to bestbuy.com, type in Independence Day, scroll down a little bit, you'll see it. Independence Day 20th Anniversary includes digital copy, 4K UHD Blu-ray plus Blu-ray, 1996. I did not know that movie was on 4K. That's crazy. I might just have to pick that up on 4K. It's $22.99, and you get it by Thursday, August 20th. Huh? I have never seen that in a store, says JE. Neither have I. Maybe I just forgot about it. I don't know. But that's really cool. That's actually a catalog title that's out now that I'm probably going to pick up. So I might not even need this anymore. I might sell this sucker, because I'm going to get that 4K release. I'm selling that. It's gone. I'm going to buy that 4K probably tonight. And if not tonight, I'm going to buy it tomorrow. But yeah, wow. That's crazy. Yeah. Wow. Shocking. All right, so yeah, so that was really the last thing I wanted to talk about. Is the New Mutants going to hit theaters in 2 weeks? 2 weeks and 2 days, or whatever you want to say. And I think it has a potential. I really do. So if you're asking me, or a yay or a nay, I'm going to give it a yay. I think it's going to happen. And for Tenet coming out Memorial Day, or not Memorial Day, Labor Day, somewhere around there, I give it another yay. I think we're finally moving in the right direction. Unbelievable montages. I wouldn't be surprised if they delayed it again. Oh, I wouldn't be either. I wouldn't be surprised if they continued to delay this movie until everybody who wanted to see it got old and died. And then the filmmakers' offspring had to continue to delay the movie, and it just kind of was this thing that got passed down through offspring of the creators of the movie. Theaters still aren't open in Arizona, says JE. Yeah, well, look, that's another reason that it's not 100% that this is going to happen, but it's a reason that it's just maybe like 60%, 70-75% that it will. I think it is. For some reason, I have a feeling this is coming out in 2 weeks. Because a lot of theaters around the country have opened. Like my theater, lots of other theaters have finally opened, so I think now's a chance. Just get it out there while you can. And then Tenet will come out a week later, so we'll have 2 new releases in. So I am excited about that. I think it is going to happen. I really do. My fingers crossed, but I'm feeling pretty positive about this one. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on that. Listen, I'm going to stream for about another 10 minutes. I know I've only been here for 23 minutes, but I told you it's going to be a short show today. It's going to be a short show today. I got a little something going on in a little bit, so unfortunately I can't stay too much longer. JE says, yeah, Arizona is such an epicenter right now. That's unfortunate. Unbelievable montages. Seems like the 2-movie 4-pack for Independence Day is at Walmart is $5 cheaper than the standalone release of Independence Day 4K. The 2-movie 4-pack for Independence Day at Walmart is $5 cheaper than the standalone release of Independence Day 4K. Yeah, listen, I don't care if I have to pay an extra $5. I don't want Independence Day resurgence in my collection. So if it's another $5 that I have to pay, I'm gonna do it. $22 ain't that bad, I still didn't get the Town on 4K. I was planning on buying the Steelbook for the Town last week. I went up to Best Buy and everything, and it turned out that they didn't have it in stores. And I just haven't bought it online yet. So, Let me see. Okay. So let me type out this question for this digital code. Yes, there is a digital giveaway today, and it is for giveaway right now. Yeah, I only have one code, by the way, so I'm sorry about that, but yeah, one code today, and it is for a movie that is not that good. I will tell you that right now. The movie is not that good, but it's a it's a guilty pleasure for me. This movie was my biggest guilty pleasure of last year, and it's probably one of my biggest guilty pleasures that I've ever seen. I could watch this movie and laugh and have so much fun with this stupid ass movie. And it's called Countdown. This is a movie that came out last year. I bought this for $11. They had it on sale like a week or two ago for $16 at Best Buy. Was too much, but they had it for $10.99. I said, I'll do it, you know. So I did. So I have the digital code for Countdown for you guys. I saw that in theaters. Gets pretty funny near the end. The whole movie's funny. I think the whole thing's a hoot. Unbelievable montages. The 2-pack comes with 2 separate cases, so you could easily get rid of Resurgence if you resell it. I'll see. Listen, I might just splurge and get that from Best Buy. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go through the hassle of getting that dirty movie in my mailbox and just, you know, it's a process. But all right, let me type out this question for the Countdown digital copy code, and then we will get this show rocking and rolling. Okay, so the question is, for the Countdown digital copy code, what actor from Countdown also starred in the Twilight Saga? Daniel N. Daniel N. comes in first with Peter Fasinelli. And that is correct. Our first entry is the correct entry. And you even come up with the character's name. Daniel N. says Dr. Carlisle Cullen. And that is correct. Peter Fasinelli, if that's even how to pronounce his last name, starting the Twilight Saga, is Carlisle, the father of Edward Cullen. He played a vampire, and then he appeared as a psychopath doctor in Countdown. He played the doctor who was a little too touchy. Peter Fasinelli, J.E. says, well, gotta go. Well, GG. Well, GG. Gotta go as well. Yeah. If you gotta go, J.E., thanks so much for popping in. You hit second place this time, but maybe next time you'll hit first. Congratulations, Daniel N. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, whatever's easiest for you. Claim that code, and I will send it to you shortly after the show ends. Destroyer, the Destroyer says congrats. Yeah, the Destroyer. Still here, popping in, enjoying the show, so thanks so much for doing it. Unbelievable montages. Did you ever download that app, by the way? No, I never did. I never got around to it, and I don't really care to be honest with you. I think it's just fun watching this silly ass movie about it. So yeah, that was my goal. So guys, look, it's been a short one today, and I do apologize for that. Next week's show will be more normal length, but 30 minutes, I know, but the time has come. Guys, thanks so much for watching this shorter episode of Quickie Wednesday Live, episode 26. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Check out a whole bunch of content on this channel. Crazy Gaming Dad, the Destroyer, says bye. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Whole bunch of new content up on this channel now. A bunch of new reviews. The Wicker Man movies. Batman Begins. The Prestige. Brand new Blu-ray collection video up on this channel now. 4K Blu-ray collection video coming very soon, so don't forget to check that out. New returning to the movies video coming this Saturday. We're going to see The Dark Knight. That'll be a fun one. Yeah, guys, that's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching this one, and until next time, over and out.